Hey, welcome back. I'm Corey. You might know that already. If you don't, welcome to the channel. We're going to talk about something really fun today that I love to do. We're going to put some small chords into our blues soloing, and we're even going to be able to use those in a call and response type fashion. We'll be playing a blues in G, so we'll be G7, C7, D7, usual suspects there. And we're going to take these little chords here, G7, 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 and G7, and put them in our single line playing. Create some nice little call and response, some horn line type ideas, and we can dissect all of that in the lesson. But before we do that, let's listen to me play over a 12 bar, a couple choruses worth, key of G, and then we'll come back, I'll teach you what I'm doing, and we'll play over the track and talk about it. All right, check this out. All right, so let's take a little bit of a look at what I was doing there. Now first, I'm in G playing a 12-bar blues, kind of typical right down the middle, what you'd expect, approaching it with some very simple pentatonic ideas. Then I'll respond with those chords. And those are all 4-string G7 chords. And this is how I'm building them. It's really fun. So I'm always taking them from something larger or taking the chord tones on a high set of strings here and making a little soloing vehicle from them. So imagine you have this G7 or that G7, and we break it down to just the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. Here on the 3rd fret, 4th string, that's an F, then a B, then a D, then a G. So basically it's a G7 chord with an F in the bass. I still think of it as G7. It's just that flat 7 note is in the lower portion. So you want to make sure that you see the sort of larger bar chord around it. Okay, so that's the first one. And that's cool because you can, my finger got caught. That's a really usable shape. The next shape is one you might have seen. I love this one. This actually does start with a G on the 4th string, 5th fret, and then goes to the D on the 7th fret, 3rd string, and then the F on the 6th fret, 2nd string, and then a B up top on the 7th fret. And that's a great shape. Kind of looks like a D7 way down here. But you got to put your first finger there to grab the root. So far we have. Now we're going to go here. I've taught this a bunch, one of my favorites. This now starts with a B note on the 4th string, and that's the 9th fret. So you're going B, F, G, D, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, frets 9, 10, 11, I'm sorry, 9, 10, 8, 10. There it is, yeah. Started counting in order there. So up to that point we have, now we have this one. I love this for a soloing vehicle as well. If you ever played an A7 like that, it's the same shape, just way up here from the 4th string, 12th fret. 12, 12, 12, 13 are your frets, strings 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's D, G, B, and F. So what you're doing is you're inverting that dominant 7 chord every time you move up the guitar. Okay, so I would do that. I would work on those 3 first and try to find little road maps to know your way around. This one's tough. because there's no G on the bottom, but the G's on the top. Then we have this one, G's on the bottom. Easier to find, that's 4th string G. Now this one, the G, is on the 2nd string, 8th fret. That's a little bit harder to find. And then this one, G on the 3rd string, 12th fret, same as your open right there, so that can be easy as well. So get the chord shapes first, then watch this. Now we're gonna play a single note that will connect each one to create sort of a fun, sitting by yourself, almost jazz guitar-esque flavor, because I'd learned this stuff from jazz guitar players that would go, right? But we can do that, and it sounds really cool. What we're gonna do is basically play a G Mixolydian scale while connecting these chords, and all on the 1st string, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And that's going to go chord, play, get it? Chord, next note's A, chord, your finger's on the B there. That's the dog barking. We're starting over here. That little line I'm creating underneath these chords is just a G Mixolydian scale, all on the 1st string. You're gonna start with a G, then an A, then a B, C, D, E, and F. And we're gonna put that scale in between the chords, really. It's gonna be every other. So it's gonna be chord, note, chord, note, chord, note, chord. And we have this beautiful little line that walks up. And you can see I'm playing with my right hand in more of a claw hybrid style, or open, just sort of without the pick, but I can add the pick. Or I can go for broke. And it's a fun thing to learn these chords and create some music. That's a little added bonus. But what's cool is when we play it with the track, we can kind of add these wherever we want, and we just don't have to stay and play them over the G chord. We can use them over the C7 and D7 as well. Okay, so let's jump into the track and I'll explain some of that stuff slowly. All right, so I pulled the track up. Let me walk you through it a little bit with the track slowed down. Again, this is a G blues, but we're going to not only put these little chords in the key of G or over a G7, we'll put them over C7 and D7 a little bit as well. And we don't always have to play that ascending line either, okay? We can do whatever we want with them, but this is a good way to kind of start incorporating some of that in your playing. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. I'll roll the track. It's slowed down a little bit. 2, a 1, play some blues. That's one way. Let's try it another. I was doing there was the first time through, I just kind of really walked through it. Blues, chords, to the 4 chord, back to the melody with the chords. Then the second time through, stay with the pentatonic maybe. Add a new one in, skip one, go back and forth. But now when it goes to the 4 chord, I can use the same approach. To the 5 chord, maybe I can play So what you want to do when you practice this is take those 4 shapes and transpose them the best that you can to the other keys. D7, we're going to run out of room, but what I do, I find it's octave below, and I go there. Because I want to exhaust all of my possibilities as much as possible, okay? So that's just some fun stuff. Again, play a line. Chord. Or chords. Start here. D7, D9. Okay, so something fun I thought I'd throw at you guys. I'll make a tab available of this. And then it's up to you to figure out the rest in other keys, because you got to go hunt on your own. You got to go find this stuff. That's how it's really going to sink in, and it's going to cement itself a lot better than me just giving you all of the answers all the time. All right, that was fun. I came up with that the other day, and I was like, you know what? Let's get away from the lead stuff. Let's play some rhythm into the lead, some different comping ideas. You could use those for rhythm playing. The list goes on and on. Lots and lots of possibilities for sure. All right, so if you stuck around this long, thank you so much. I'm Corey Congilio, if you didn't know that, and I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or if you subscribe to the channel. You watch enough YouTube now, you know the drill. We're always going to ask you to do that, so I hope you do, and if not, no big deal. Keep coming back, and I'll keep giving you what I know. All right, until next time, thanks so much, and I'll see you.